My pumping pitcher method, people, listen up. Gotten lots and lots of questions on if you should chill your freshly expressed milk before adding it to your pitcher. According to the CDC, you should. So, when you freshly express breast milk, it's relatively warm, and if you add it to your chilled milk that's already in the pitcher, you run the risk of kind of heating that milk up and allowing bacteria to grow. So, here's what I do when I'm adding milk to my pitcher. When I have a freshly expressed bottle like this, I go ahead and I just put a lid on it and I put it in the fridge right next to my pitcher. This is milk that has already chilled down to the temperature of the milk in my pitcher. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my pitcher. Now the fat tends to separate, so you can kind of see it's like at the top of the bottle. So I take my warm hands and I roll the milk like this so that the fat gets incorporated back into the milk so that when I add it to my pitcher, I'm not losing all of that fat. So I roll it and roll it and roll it until it's looking good. It's okay to swirl milk. I wouldn't recommend shaking it because it can add a lot of air bubbles. There was a theory that decreases the nutrients, but I don't think that's true. But it does add air bubbles, so I tend to swirl instead of shaking. Then I just pop this milk in my pitcher. Again, this is the milk that is already chilled to the temperature of the milk that is in the pitcher, so it's okay to add it. Pop my pitcher back in the fridge, and then once that fresh expressed milk that I put in there is chilled down to room temperature, chilled down to fridge temperature, I will add it to my pitcher. There was a comment I saw that said that you could add expressed milk, freshly expressed milk that was warm to a pitcher as long as there was more chilled milk in the pitcher than there was warm milk that you were adding. So if you're in a pinch and you don't feel like chilling the milk before the pitcher, that's probably the rule that I would follow. But otherwise, if you have time, just make sure you chill the milk before you add it to your pitcher and you don't run the risk of any bacteria getting introduced.